Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dave here with Go Gamers, and today we got a PlayStation 5 game console that's on the repair bench that's not powering on. And I want to show you guys a common cause that allows these PlayStation 5s to not power on. So let's go over to the upper cam and see exactly what we got going on. All right, as you guys can see, we have a PS5 motherboard right here. Now, with this PS5 motherboard, what we're going to be mainly looking at is this general area over here. Now, this is where our power MOSFET ICs. Now, this is obviously the back. We can see what side of the PS5 this is. This is where the power management ICs. There's these black blocks right here. And what I figured this out because I've repaired about 3 PS5 so far that had this very exact issue where a short was coming from the 12-volt line. How you could tell if a short is coming from the 12-volt line, you'll take a multimeter, you'll put it in continuity mode, which is diode mode, and you'll put the pin on the positive side. If it's grounded out on the positive side, that tells you that we have a short on the 12-volt side. Now, if you got a short on the 12-volt line, this may highly be your issue right here. Now, I figured this out using my thermal camera. I took my thermal camera, I figured it out where the short was coming, and I'll show you guys this underneath the microscope. Now, we can see right here, these power management ICs are covered by this thermal coating. And when I scraped it off, figured out that this power management IC was blown out. And I wanted to make this video. At first I was just going to replace it and not make the video, but I wanted to make this video because I've seen a lot of people online not knowing what's going on with their PS5s, or people who own repair shops not knowing what's going on and have no clue why PS5s are just not powering on. Now, here's the question you probably got is, where can you find these power management? Now, this is a brand new one, and this is the ones that comes with them, right? So as we can see right here, this is an NCP252160. Now, where we could get this from, a website called DigiKey, and I'm going to put the link down below in the description. And I have a bunch of these. I ordered a bunch of them right here in these packets, and that's pretty much what I did. Now, I replaced this one as well because this is the first time I've seen this out of the 3 that I've done, where 2 of them was blown. So this one was blown and this one was blown. And these power management ICs run about $3. So they're not too much. I will warn you as well, as you can see over here, I got Kapton tape over top of these caps. To be quite honest, every time I worked on these, I've always at least blown about 2 or 3 caps. Now these are 220 caps that you could be able to pull off of a PS4 Pro. I have a ton of donor consoles. I just pulled them off of another PS4. I just grab these. I just take my pliers and I rip them out. I take my solder iron, buff up the pads, and I just drop 2 new ones down there. So these are very hard to get not to blow, especially when you're working with heat, literally right here, because no heat is supposed to be in this area, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys me replacing this power management IC. Also, for the people that do own their own repair shops, or you're trying to do your own repair, you're just trying to figure out what is going on. Like I said, I'm going to place the power management ICs down below. I'll show you guys how I'm going to put the new one on there. I'm going to use my 2R heat one. All the tools I use is down below in the description. So for the people that do own their own repair shop, I wanted to make this. If this does help or fix your issue, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I try to give out a lot of helpful tips to anyone that may be having issues, or if you're just a person at home that just like to work on all of your own electronics, give this video a like. Let me know if this helped you out down below in the comments below. Or if this didn't help you out, you're still having continued issues with your PS5 with it not powering on, you can organize your repair with us, or let me know down in the comments below. Or you can go to our forums at gogamers.com/forum. So let's go back over to the microscope. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply some 8341 no clean flux over top of this. Once again, you can pull that type of flux out of the description. So click that link if you want to use this type of flux. This is highly recommended flux. So Let me put on my gloves, turn on my fume extractor, and we're going to get all new solder placed on here. And the type of solder that I use is leaded solder, great alloy mix with it, meaning that it has a low melting point with it, meaning it's going to be a lot easier to be able to get this chip placed on here than what it was taking it off, because they more than likely use unleaded. So let's get my fume extractor turned on, and we're going to get all new solder placed. All right, so I got a good amount of solder on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tweezers. I'm going to pull out one of the ICs out of the pack, and we're going to place it on the board and get it lined up so we can get it soldered onto the board. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm heating up the pad. I got my heat set at 440. On my 2-hour heat wand, I got my airflow right now at 30%, which is 3. We're just going to heat this area up, get this area warmed up, and then we're going to kick up the airflow here shortly once we get it heated up just a tad bit. So we starting to see solder liquefy, so now I'm going to jump this up to 35%. So right now I'm just checking the alignment. So I see I need to tap it just a little bit to the right anyways. And I'm just going to apply more flux because we really want it to flow into place. We really want to give it a slight tap. And now we can kick this up to 40%. So now we can come in at this angle, and this will help us be able to get this to flow on the correct pads. Now I'm just going to take my flux, apply a little bit more 8341 no click flux around the IC, and we're going to now go ahead and apply more solder and make sure, and wow, this solder was so hot on this chip, it literally just flowed the solder straight onto it. But now we're just going to take our solder tip and we're going to flow it, make sure we have good contacts, make sure everything is good. Let's get rid of that bridge on that other end that we have, and yeah, let's just go over all the contacts now. All right, so now I'm going to take my toothbrush, dip it in some 99% IPA, and I'm just going to clean this entire area over here. All right, so we can see that side looks good. Looks like solder did connect with the contacts up there. Let's check the other side. We have an amazing connection on that side. Let's check this side over here. Kind of a glare, but we could definitely see that looks like we do have contact over there. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's check the other side as well. And there's still that bridge, but there's a bridge down that could be bridged down there. Anyway, it's just a pain to get rid of that bridge. Okay, so that's it for the power ICs. Now there's a couple things I'm going to do before I test this thing out. First off, there's this component I'm going to replace, and then after that I'm going to check these caps, because like I said, most of the time these things do break, and I can almost guarantee one of these things are broken. but let me quickly replace this capacitor right here to make sure this is good to go down here. All right, guys, so we have the new caps put into place. I have also the new power IC right here. What I'm doing is I'm taking strips of thermal padding and I'm just going to place them right here just to make sure this area stays good. So I just use some thermal padding. I don't use that gunk that they put back on there when I put the stuff on there. So this is how I do it. And obviously the caps on there, they're not, it doesn't look the greatest, but that should work. And my with this PS5, we do have a HDMI port issue. The HDMI port is broken, but I wanted to fix the power issue first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it halfway back together, test it out just to make sure, just to confirm that the power does work. And as soon as I confirm the power work, I'm going to replace the HDMI port real quick, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys the console loading fully up. So let's make sure that we can at least get power with this console now. All right, so I do have it, like I said, partially put back together. We can see I got my thermal strips on there. I'm going to power it on, see if we can confirm we get power. We do now have power. That's obviously something we didn't have before. We wasn't getting any power. It wasn't turned on. Wasn't doing anything at all. So we can see that we do now have a fully functionable PS5. But as promised, I'm going to go ahead replace that HDMI port. After I replace that HDMI port, I'm going to come back and we can see the light is now going white, which confirms that it is on and should be operating correctly. But I want to replace the HDMI port, make sure everything comes on the screen before I give you guys a conclusion. So I'm going to get that done and I'll be right back in a quick second. All right, guys, so we got this PS5 put partially back together. So let's go over to the upper cam. We can see that, well, actually we got it put fully back together. And this is the dish, the one without the disk drive. So let's get this thing turned on. Let's turn over here to the screen. Okay, so we do have power, which is great. I do hear the fan spinning. We do have video and we are good. That's both issues repaired. That is the power issue, and I did repair the HDMI port off camera, and as we can see, everything is good. I'm going to hook in the controller. So once again, if you guys come across this issue where you're getting a short on a 12-volt line, when you put black probe on ground, red probe on the positive side of the prong on the motherboard, and I don't know the code to this thing anyway, so I won't be able to log in. So it looks like the wireless works, everything is good. So like I said, if you have that issue, just definitely check out the power management IC. If you don't have a thermal camera, check out that power management IC. Turn it on or put power through it, touch it, see if that piece gets hot over there. If it does get hot, then obviously you know that one was blown out. This one had two of them that was blown. I replaced both of them and everything is good now. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. You guys did enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know down below in the comments. I also, like I said, go to gogamers.com/forum. But besides that, I hope to see you guys on the flip side. I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.